Good morning, everybody. Today we're very privileged to have Gonzalo Iturriaga with us from Vega Sicilia. Gonzalo is the Technical Director for Tempos Vega Sicilia, and he is going to present the wines of Alion. So Gonzalo, thank you very much, and please, when you're ready.
Well, thank you for having me here. Please ask me as many questions as you have, and I will try to answer. Alion, well, Alion, you know, Alion, it's like, Pablo started thinking about Alion in 1985, in 1986. And he was thinking about doing a different wine in Ribera del Duero and to keep the more traditional, the more cosmopolitan style, and to stop and to produce the more traditional wines in Vega Sicilia. And in 1987, we stopped producing Valbuena 3 that we used to produce for a lot of time. And in 1991, we started producing Alion. The first 3 vintages were produced in Vega Sicilia until we revealed a winery that we bought in Bodegas Alion, that is 5 minutes from Vega Sicilia. Alion always has been thinking like a complete different expression and to keep the more traditional expression in Vega Sicilia. In Alion, we have grapes from Vega Sicilia, that is here. Alion is located here. From nearby, Padilla. We have also in front, in Pesquera, and all this part, in Pesquera del Duero. We have some grapes here, more or less. We have some grapes from Roa, from Bumiel, from La Aguilera, here from Moradillo, from Peñaranda. So we have grapes from not all La Ribera, but from a lot of different places for La Ribera. Because here in the Ribera, with this continental climate, there's a huge problem, the frost. The frost during the budding, like in 2017, or the frost during the harvest. So for example, in 2007, 8, 13, well, other vintages. So in our philosophy, one of the things we want to do in all the wineries is to produce more than we need, to produce around 20-25% more than we need. So we can select what we want to vinify. For example, in 2017, where we had this huge frost, we were quite lucky because we had many vines here in Moradillo that they weren't frozen. Also in Pesquera, they weren't frozen, and all the vines we had in Padilla and in Vega Sicilia, they weren't frozen. So it was a vintage where everybody lose around 60%, 70% of their crop, of their harvest, and we only lose a little bit, but not due to the frost. It was due to the dryness because it was a really dry vintage. So that's why year after year, I'm quite a spoiled winemaker, and I can select the grapes we want to produce. Okay, so this is a little bit about La Ribera del Duero. This is the entry of the winery, and you can see the barrel. This is a beautiful lamp that takes us a lot of time to clean it. One person, 2 days every year, so it's hard work. And this is the sorting table. These are quite new because this was a photo from 2018 harvest. When we are working in the harvest, in the sorting table, we always put people that work for us in the vines because they're more used to take out all the diseases. They are more used to, and we trust them much more than the people that you hire for the harvest time. That's why it's important for us. So here you have 2 photos. One photo is the left one is the older winery until 2017, and the right one is the winery that we finished it in 2018. So we did the 2018 harvest. One of the values of Pablo is also the perfectionist. One of the things he always said is that the best wine is to be made. I don't know if you say el mejor vino está por hacer. I don't know if you if the translation is like this, but you have to always to think how to produce the best wine. So he's always a perfectionist, and he asked me in 2016 what he could do to improve the qualities of the wines of Alion. And I said to him, the winery is quite nice, but if we do what we did in Vega Sicilia in 2010 to put smaller tanks, we will be more precise in the extraction, and we will produce a better wine. So in 5 minutes, he took the decision to rebuild all the winery. For me, this type of decision, they're very important if you want to keep making great wines. So for me, well, that was really important to be more precise in the vinification, especially because in Ribera del Duero we have totally different expressions. The wines, the grapes that came from Pesquera, normally they are more full body, more warm and more round, so you need to do less extraction. The grapes that came from La Aguilera, they are more fine, more elegant, so you can push a little bit more. So with these new facilities, we can do everything we want to do a perfect extraction and to do the things like we do in Vega Sicilia. So,
Gonzalo, just a quick question for you. Timing is perfect. You've just put a picture of the concrete vats. What is it about concrete vats that you personally like? And does the vinification or aging in concrete vats affect the aging potential of the wines?
Well, the concrete, we put concrete since 2016, but we use it only for aging. A part of the wine we age, instead of aging the wine in barrel, we age a part of the wine in concrete. In fact, for me, what we win with aging in concrete is we polish the tonicity, we work the length of the mouth, we make the wines with more length, and we work more the texture of the tonicity. So for me, you make elegant wines more elegant, with more length, with more complexity in nose, where you win a lot of floral flavors and fruity flavors. So for me, you change a little bit the texture of the wine. And how about the capacity of aging? For me, the capacity of aging, the most important thing for the capacity of aging is the vintage, especially in Ribera del Duero, because bad vintages like 13, like 18, like maybe 17, because it's a little bit warmer, they have less capacity of aging. But if you age the wines with these concrete elements, I think you make longer a little bit the capacity of aging.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, here in Alion we work with a concrete, 10%, 15%, depending on the vintage, and we work also with mainly French oak and a little bit of American oak, just 5% of American oak. But for us, it has been always, well, for us or for you, that you can talk much more about Alion than me. But for Alion, it has been always a wine that everybody likes everywhere. So if you come to Spain, everybody likes Alion. If you go to the United States, if you go to China, everywhere they like Alion. I don't know if someone have to say anything about Alion, or if you like 2016 or I don't know. Any questions on it?
I think we're good for the moment. Thank you, Gonzalo.
Okay, we keep going. So 16, what was the balance of Alion 16? It's the release. It's naturally was a productive vintage where we have to do some green harvest, but naturally was really balanced. There was no problem at all of frost. Everything ripes, everything. So the extraction, it was not a really full body vintage like 15. It was more an elegant vintage where you have more balance and more elegance. Well,
that was an incredible presentation. Thank you very much.
I hope not being too heavy.
No.
No, you've been outstanding. And again, thank you.